There's a steal, ripped away by Sensory Hercules. Foxwell, Euro step, reverse. No way! He finished! Oh, Foxwell! On fourth down, Henry deep downfield, got a man, Rogers, caught for a touchdown. Collier puts it down, a fitting end. Mimi Collier, a spectacular 29-kill showing. Oregon comes from behind and wins it in 5 sets. She has it now in the corner, looking for the cross. In the air, headed, score! Ruby Settle! The 8, Rismani underhand, and Flowback again. Turned it over though. McCarthy stepped in front. Downhill McCarthy. Dodges right, fires and scores! McCarthy! Here's an opportunity. Leonard's the pass across. Drop-pick shot saved off the deflection. A chance and a score! Tanner Escrow! Pukas. Nunaviller. Oh, vicious. Brooke Nunaviller. One pitch away from number 5. Out to left field towards Fleshock. Makes the catch, and the most dominant program in state history does it again. Option on the left side. Croft stepping through. Bounces off the pile and scraps in for 6. Foxwell again, whipped it down to O'Donnell, who throws it down. What a pass. 2 of the best in the Pac-12 with just a week left in the regular season. The 12th-ranked Oregon Ducks host the USC Trojans from Matthew Knight Arena in Eugene. Welcome courtside here at MKA. I'm Chris Clayton. Well, so often you hear coaches talk about peaking at the right time. Selection Sunday's just a week away, and it looks like both these teams are doing just that. Oregon's won 10 in a row, a new school record for Pac-12 play. USC winning 4 of its last 5. Coming into this game, Vandals head coach Alex Purple talked about the importance of defense. He said, we got to make this a half-court game. We got to slow it down. It really hasn't been a half-court game, but Idaho is still very much in it, only down 4. How have they been able to do that? Well, fond memories last year. UP, the regular season West Coast Conference champs, but for head coach Mike Meek and the Pilots, it's a new era. They've got to replace 5 starters. Michigan's still loaded with talent. They're in the middle of the Big Ten standings, the back half ahead, and the thing that's a constant for them is the play of Jill Smith. Well, it was 34-29. The Golden Lions made some progress, cut it down to 5, and then Joel Foxwell sparking an 11-0 run. Now, Arkansas Pine Bluff trying to get into a rhythm. They haven't hit a field goal in 5:41, but still within 7. Concern right now, their star, Jaquan Scott, has 3 fouls with 7:49 to go in the first.
Coach took a gamble and played him with 2, and that's always a tough one because he really offensively and defensively fuels this team and what they're doing. Unfortunate with the over the back call right there, just being a little bit too aggressive. As a player, you got to be smart knowing that you have the 2, you can't go for that. But that's a big loss for them. He's such a tough matchup, and defensively, he just changes the game.
I think he's just popping up to, no, he is going to play. Oh, wow. I thought they were going to sub him out with Kyle Brown at the scores table, but they're going to leave Scott in there. It's almost like Solomon Bozeman could feel the game slipping away, took that gamble you mentioned of playing him, and it backfired. They're going into a zone to try and avoid a 4th foul on Scott. Good ball movement. Williams 3. Yes!
Really good patience offensively by Portland. Ball movement, you get side top side movement against the zone, you get the open 3, and it's just a matter of knocking them down.
Trevon Payton. Williams bobbled, had some space. Unable to get the shot off. Payton spinning against the zone. Outside, Amon Johnson. And in the corner, turned over. This pressure Portland defense tightening the screws.
Pressure defense and just super hands. Their hands are in the passing lane. They're getting deflections. You know, they're swiping at the ball. And there's that ball movement, that extra pass right there, the unselfishness. George knocks it from the baseline.
Shante Leggins said he's been working this team hard on their defense. A lot of young players, a lot of new players. And in this game, they're holding Pine Bluff to 25%, and they forced 6 turnovers.
Well, the other night against Willamette, that first half, I think they kind of took things for granted, gave up a ton of points. Coach Leggins was not happy. Little too quick right there for Portland against the zone. But, I mean, he talked about the fact that that's going to be their bread and butter. They've got to be able to defend.
There's a Foxwell turnover there, trying to dish it off to Williams. And Jaquan Scott did sub out for Pine Bluff. They'll have to go without who's likely going to be their leading scorer this year. Here's Williams dashing through, slipped it off to Brown, missed. Williams skying for the board.
Pine Bluff doesn't have a deep bench. You know, you can see why he's kind of playing him, you know, a little risky, little 1-3-1 action. Good look inside, good ball movement by the Pilots. Poised offense, and they're getting quality looks at the rim.
Well, the 6'8" Hronsky down to the 6'10" O'Donnell for the layup. And now Pine Bluff hasn't hit a field goal from the field, just free throws in more than 7 minutes. And nearly stolen and saved, but a drive inside by Payton. There's a bucket plus a foul. Trevon Payton.
Broken play right there defensively. Ballou kind of stabbed at it, gambled on the baseline. You see the pass goes. There's the skip pass. Threw it back into him. I mean, that's unfortunate right there. Hustle play. You almost want to throw that to the other end if you're Ballou, if you can.
Steady play by Payton there.
Yep.
The transfer from Limestone University. It's a Division II college in South Carolina, where he averaged 13 points per game. Solomon Bozeman said he's a real leader on this team. He said, pointed to Trevon Payton and Jaquan Scott as 2 guys that really changed the culture of this Pine Bluff program. Coming in his first year with the Golden Lions. And he gets them back on track with their first field goal in nearly 8 minutes. Still within 9. Here's Ballou. Fall away, missed it. Scrapping Kyle Brown with the rebound. One of just 3 returners on the roster. Brown got that tough board inside. Here's Williams.
You can see Arkansas Pine Bluff really wants to take Portland off the bounce. Every time they catch right now, they're looking to create and get to the rim.
It's part of what Solomon Bozeman believes makes his team dangerous. He tries to have 5 guys on the floor that can take somebody off the dribble.
And he pretty much does. I mean, you look at their size and the size that they do have. They have the ability to put it on the deck and make things happen. You see Ballou just getting a little too handsy right there, a step late, and he gets called for one.
And great news for Pine Bluff. They are in the bonus. That's the 8th foul on the Pilots. Portland subs in Timo George replacing O'Donnell. And Payton misses the front end. Williams on a putback is fouled. What an effort play by Quayon Williams.
Great hustle play. Great hustle play right there. And those are the things right there as a coach just drive you crazy. Not blocking out at the free throw line, the little tiny things. George doesn't get a body on somebody. Williams gets a first step and off we go. So just smart offensive play.
Solomon Bozeman said Williams is a dog, competitor. And we've seen that play out.
Yeah.
Well, he's a high-level player. Shante Leggins spoke highly of Quayon Williams, watching the tape on him as he hits the first free throw. Started his career at Oklahoma State, played at Abilene Christian, a very good program, where he averaged 14 a game. So this is a big-time player for Pine Bluff.
He's athletic. You saw his ability to, explode and first step, get up above the rim, and can score the basketball.
Brown's got the offensive board. This marathon of a possession continues. Williams wants 3. He's got it. Quayon Williams getting the Golden Lions back within 5.
Coach Leggins not happy with that sequence right there. You don't blame him. You give up a bucket and then a free throw, offensive board, and they put themselves right back in the game.
That's a 7-point possession.
Yep.
How about that? And Williams cashes it in.
And it's the little things, you know, Chris. I mean, it's, you know, putting a body on somebody on the boards at the free throw line. Not, you get that board, you go the other way. That doesn't even happen. You don't get that next opportunity. So the little tiny things make the biggest difference. Made free throws, missed free throws in basketball games. And that's one that they'll probably watch on the film. Rewind, right?
Well, talking to Golden Lions head coach Solomon Bozeman, he said he talked to his team after Monday's 94-50 loss at Washington. He said, look, guys, this is the first time we've faced real adversity, and we did not respond well. Today, they're responding a lot better.
Well, in the last 51 seconds, they've just scored 7 points and got themselves right back in it. Portland now has to respond themselves. Be patient. They don't want to panic, and be smart on both ends of the floor.
Foxwell, still this zone look for Pine Bluff. Foxwell 3. No. George with a board, but a foul on the rebound against the Golden Lions. Balasager-Webb was pushed.
Portland needs to make sure they don't fall in love with the 3 right now. You know, Arkansas Pine Bluff has gone zone to protect the inside play a little bit where they've had some success. And you don't want to make sure that all you're doing right now is pulling the trigger from the 3-point line. Continue to get that ball movement. Not to say that you don't take an open one, but you got to get a great one.
Yeah, that's kind of the strategy for Pine Bluff. They have no problem with those long threes compared to the layups they were giving up early. And there comes Foxwell turning the corner. George inside. Powerful move. Missed the shot, but drew the whistle.
Good job of going inside right here. They've got 16 points in the paint so far in the game. Foxwell creates this by coming off the bounce. He's got that vision that we talked about. And George just not able to finish, but gets himself to the free throw line. You see his versatility once again of making things happen down low.
Timo George, out of the Netherlands, played at IMG Academy in Florida. Very highly touted high school program. Part of the Netherlands U20 national team. He helped Netherlands U20 squad to a 4th place finish at FIBA Eurobasket, where he was a main cog, averaged 12 points and 7 rebounds. High-level experience.
I love his versatility. I mean, he can play 1 through 5. He can defend 1 through 5, and he's only a freshman right now. Plays way more mature than that.
6'8", 245, and a freshman. Williams to the corner, 3-ball. Charles. Foxwell's got the board, racing the other way. Lob it to George, throws it down. What a sequence. Peyton to the rim, and he laid it in.
Transition defense right there. Here's that track meet that we were talking about. Portland doing a nice job of getting out, and again, George finishing.
Balasager-Webb, layup and a foul.
Portland's unselfishness right now is really showing out. You see them sharing the ball, going inside out, making the right play. Ball goes inside to Balasager-Webb. He's got him on his arm, strong enough to go through and finish.
Well, you mentioned not falling in love with a 3. Get to the cup, and they have done that. Throw down, alley-oop slam, and then a layup, plus a foul from Balasager-Webb. And the free throw is good as well.
20 of their 29 points or 30 points are in the paint, and you love to see that, especially you have the success. It opens up the perimeter for better looks.
And Balasager-Webb with terrific shooting touch for a guy 7'1". Mirosini missed it, and a board for Sensory Hercules.
Tough shot right there.
Balasager-Webb, nice catch. In trouble and throws it away. Here comes Williams. He's going to go against a lot of numbers and somehow scored. Wow. Fearless Quyon Williams.
Fearless, and I'll tell you, just the ability to hang in the air with this athleticism and touch.
There must have been 4 defenders around him. Another slam. Foxwell to George connection.
Foxwell and George, they've got the vision together tonight so far in this game. That timing perfect for the flush.
Portland making 3 shots in a row. Dunk, layup, dunk. Williams again, and he's on fire. 13.
Portland must get a hand on him. Contest.
And he's saying stuff to the crowd, saying stuff to us, letting everybody hear about it. And a foul against Pine Bluff. This is the type of game we expected. Up and down action, points, lobs, dunks. Timo, George, and Portland with a 6-point lead.